speaking of streaks, Montreal's stoppage of Carolina not equaled by Cleveland as New York's won 9 straight, the longest postseason winning streak in franchise history. They're the 13th team in NBA history to get on a 9-game run in a single postseason. Of the previous 12, all but one reached the NBA Finals, which makes sense because you win that many in a row, you're talking about spreading it out over a number of series, right? In NBA playoff history, teams who take a 2-0 lead in the best of 7 have won over 92% of the time. Most recently, it was 2020. The Knicks are the 11th team to take a 2-0 lead in the conference finals, and the previous 10 won them all. Series shifts to Cleveland, Game 3, Saturday night. Cavs look to avoid a 3-0 series deficit. No teams overcome in playoff history. Cavs, though, have been good at home this postseason. Joined now by Tim Legler, who is courtside in the Garden, where the Knicks roll to a 2-0 series lead. And Tim, the connectivity of the Knicks defense felt like a big part of this night. Cleveland started hot from 3, then couldn't buy one. Am I onto something? Is the Knicks defense the reason why they won this game tonight?
Knicks defense has turned into an elite defense here in the postseason, and they adjusted some things during the course of the year. You know, their efficiency of their offense, Scott, has helped that defense because when you're taking the ball out of the net a lot, that's what you're going to get. Defensively, you can set up, you can see the ball in front of you, and you can execute the game plan, and you get the appropriate matchups that you want. Their offense has helped to a great degree, and there's no doubt that the Cleveland Cavaliers' three-point shooting failed them in this game because that's the shot you're going to have to make if the Knicks are going to be this connected off the dribble in the way they're going to protect the lane. You're going to have to knock down your share of three-point shots, and tonight just wasn't Cleveland's night. And on the other end, Josh Hart had an answer for that with 5 of his own because Cleveland decided to leave him most of the night, and he made him pay.
Brunson was ordinary to below average in terms of his scoring. I think he had 17 against Atlanta, but that was the game they won by like 50 points. But he had a career high in the playoffs in assists. If you tell Cleveland and Coach Atkinson, hey, he's going to get 19, they're going to feel good about their chances. How did Brunson facilitate and put others in a position to hurt Cleveland?
He recognized immediately the shift, and the shift was this. They were going to rotate multiple bodies to his side of the floor. They let him play, obviously, one-on-one in that fourth quarter of Game 1 late. And I think now the adjustment, and he was waiting for it. He was prepared for it. He wasn't as aggressive looking for his offense. He wanted to accept 2 because that's the responsibility of a great player, and then move it out of there. Tonight was his job as a playmaker. He picked them apart. He ran the team. They had 7 turnovers as a group. A lot of that falls on the shoulders of Jalen Brunson, getting them properly spaced, reading where the traffic was coming from, and then delivering the ball where it was supposed to go to make the game very easy in 4-on-3s and 3-on-2s out of those traps.
I'm a big fan of Donovan Mitchell across the board. Everything about his constitution. At the end of this game, Tim, he's applauding to his bench. He's giving his guys a look like, we're all right, we're all right. They have to know, and their heart of hearts, Tim, we have to win a game in the Garden to win this series, and we had a 22-point lead in Game 1 and we lost it. I'm not saying they can't win this series, but when you go back home knowing what you let get away in Game 1, in your heart of hearts, do you have to feel like, I don't know how we win this series if you're the Cavs?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been my mentality since they let that slip away. Scott, you said it. It's a math problem, right? You got to get to 4. And for the Cavs, they had a different problem coming in. They had to win a road game. The Knicks don't. And the Cavs had a road win right there in front of them. We're not able to close the deal. So I was really curious to see how they came out tonight. I expected the Knicks to be much better offensively early in the game because it took them a while to find their rhythm after that layoff. And they were better offensively in the first half. But there, you look up, and the Cavs are right there. So I think they took the first punch. Emotionally, they were in the right place. But once the run came, that's when you kind of felt a little bit that loss of Game 1 carried over in that moment. Were they going to be able to answer that run or stop the bleeding if the Knicks were able to get separation in the second half and the Cavs weren't? And they still haven't solved the Jalen Brunson riddle because he went ISO mostly in the fourth quarter overtime of Game 1, got a win. Tonight, a lot of traffic. He picks them apart. They haven't figured out that end of the floor. That's the biggest challenge for the Cavs, as well as you have to get better shooting out of your role players around the star guards. And Sam Merrill, And Max Strus, guys like that, you know how much I appreciate what they do.
Of course.
The way I made my living, and I expect them to be better at home because those guys are too elite, particularly Merrill, who had great looks in the first half and could have made a big difference. I know he's beating himself up a little bit. Those guys will be better in Cleveland. I expect the offense to be better. How do they solve this Jalen Brunson problem? That's still an issue for the Cavs.
Cleveland has been fantastic at home. They are going to have to be. New York now just 2 games away from making it to the NBA Finals. Tim Legler, appreciate the time. We'll talk Saturday, all right?
You got it, Scott.
Thanks, pal.
Awards, Best Brand Partnership for Nightcap Outside and Row, Best Podcast, Best Athletes Podcast, Best Use of Live Video. That link is pinned in the chat, so make sure you go vote. You can get an opportunity to vote as many times as you like. As we mentioned before, we're joined by NBA champion Bobby Portis. The Knicks beat the Cavaliers 109-93. They take a 2-0 lead. All they did was hold serve at home. Jalen Brunson didn't have the greatest night scoring, but he facilitated 19 points, 14 assists, the most assists in a playoff game by Knicks since 1998. They got 14 points on 5 of 8 shooting from OG. Karl Anthony Towns with another double-double, 18 points, 13 rebounds. Josh Hart was the guy tonight. He had 26 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Mikal Bridges had 19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Joe, we're going to turn it over to you, let you and Bobby have this first crack at it. But it seems to me early on, the objective of the Cavs was to make Josh Hart beat him. Yeah. Because he found himself open a lot on 3-point shots and on uncontested shots, and he ultimately made them pay. And they got up to the start because even though Jalen didn't have the greatest game, and so now you got me wondering, like, damn, if Jalen didn't play as good as that we know he can play, and they beat you by 16, things ain't really looking good. Joe, what did you like about how the Knicks approached this game? Because it wasn't what we thought it was going to be. Right. It was very, very slow pace, but and ultimately they get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, I want to give Cleveland a little credit here, for switching it up. Not giving the same coverage. Obviously, we seen in game 1, they never switched up their coverages. They let Brunson play in isolation, and he killed them down the stretch. Yep. Tonight, he's seen a little more. He's seen more bodies, more doubles, and you're right, Hey, look, we're gonna have to shake Josh Hart's hand after the game. Hey, if you're gonna go 5 for 11 from the 3, bro, hey, good game. But I think Cleveland had a great remedy tonight, but the Knicks were in control of the game the whole entirety until like later in the game. But when the Cavs made their run, I still didn't think they would come back.
I didn't either.
I thought they would make the game look respectable. But for the most part, man, I feel like the Knicks are in command of this series. Even going to Cleveland, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I think Cleveland may get one game. BP, what you got for me?
Man, to be honest, man, I gotta disagree with Unc. Unc say that Brunson didn't have a good game just because the scoring. I think that him hitting the pocket, what I'm saying, when the double team come, guys slipping to the pocket, being able to hit the pocket, guys playing backside, getting them middies, getting them floaters in the middle, and that was getting the team off, getting the guys in the rhythm early on. Even though he wasn't making his baskets and being able to get off, offensively scoring wise, I feel like he was still hitting the pockets. Playing with Dame Dollar the last couple years, just really like kind of put it into perspective. Playing with real star guards that got that kind of scoring ability. They corral a lot of help and attention. Guys start trapping, so obviously in practice, it's something you drill. Guys lift the corners, pull up out the corners, give me an outlet, hit the pocket, play backside 2-on-1. And things like that. So I still think he had a good game. 14 assists. That's tough. But I got to agree with Joe, too, though, man. I think it's over with for the Cavs. Them using game 1 was the kicker. They up 20 points, They up 20 points. Yeah. They up 20 points with 8 minutes left. That's the game where you got to call timeout. Tell everybody in the huddle, hey, come on, let's go. Let's get something. Let's get a stop, and then, let's win this game, because even if we lose game 2, we're going into game 3, 1-1. We're home court advantage now with our home side. So I think it's over with, man.
Hey, look.
Go ahead, Joe. You want to say something?
My bad. One more thing. BP, you know this, bro. Even down the stretch in game one, all they needed to get was 1 or 2 stops. Like BP said, you in the huddle, hey man, we just need 1 stop, bro. 2 stops to get us over the hump. Game one was so demoralizing, fellas. I ain't gonna lie. I
That
just
kills you. That kills you, bro. That kills you. You gotta think about it, especially in a tough playoff setting, Eastern Conference Finals. We done had 2 game 7s. You know what I'm
man,
saying? We done had 2 game 7s. We coming into a hostile environment. You know what I'm saying? Spike Lee here, Fat Joe here, everybody here. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
this the game to win right now. We
Man,
up
come on,
20.
man.
We lose this one. We go back to the hotel. You know what I'm saying? We feeling the way. We got to sit on it the next day. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like, when you
yeah,
come today, it's just a different feel than if they would have won, man. I think it's over with, man. I'm gonna keep saying that, man. It's over
yeah,
with.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree. Look, when I say Brunson, I'm looking at his shooting and considering how well he's played because he's been phenomenal.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
been able to score the basketball. He's been able to facilitate, and they made him more of a facilitator today than he normally is. But like you said, BP, you and Joe, is that what he was able to do? You look how Mikal Bridges was diving in the pocket. You
Yeah.
look at Josh Hart. You look how he was kicking the ball to the corners. He says, okay, I ain't got no problem. Y'all don't want me to score. Y'all gonna trap me, get the ball out of my hands. I'm gonna trust my teammates to do what I have teammates for, and that is to knock down shots. And eventually, y'all get tired of them knocking down shots because Josh Hart started hitting the three. He started leaving it up there posing with it.
Yeah,
Cat
yeah.
started doing what he was doing. And so I think the thing is, he might have not had the greatest shooting day, but if you look at the totality of the game and how they tried to take him from scoring out of the game, I thought he had a phenomenal game. And the other guys picked up. Look at OG. OG was 5 of 8. 2 of 4 from the three. Cat, 7 of 12. 3
Yeah.
of 5 from the three. Mikal Bridges, 9 of 12. 1 of 1 from the three. So, okay, maybe I didn't shoot the ball well, but everybody I was throwing the damn ball to shot the cover off it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so I can live with that.
Absolutely.
Oh, Joe, what you got for us?
I mean, listen, the Cavs came out with a good game plan. Obviously, defensively, based on what happened in the first game, you know, being down 22 with 6 minutes to go and allow them boys to come back. Coming back this game was something different defensively. Obviously, wanting to stop Brunson. Having success doing that, he still was able to score, but obviously he facilitated a lot better, having 14 damn assists. And what I like about the Knicks is each night, if it's not Brunson, it's somebody else. Tonight it happened to be Josh Hart's night. Sometimes if it's not Josh Hart, it's
OG.
it's Cat. Yeah, or OG. So I think it's happening by committee. If teams decide, hey, we gonna come out tonight, we gonna stop Brunson no matter what. We gonna trap him. We gonna make him get the ball out of his hands, and we gonna let Hart or whoever it is. They gonna have to beat us. If Josh Hart has a night like he had tonight, so be it. We can live with that. And hell, that's what got him.
Well, check this out. If Josh Hart gonna beat us, y'all do know this is a career high for him in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
26, yeah,
So
yeah.
if I'm Cleveland, I'm kind of living with these results, but at the same time, it's hard to trap some last couple games. He caught fire. He been hot ever since. You know, he was hot in that Philly series when OG didn't play. So they got guys who are capable, bro, and putting up big numbers and scoring the basketball, and not only just scoring, but just making the right play, making the right plays. And tonight, that's pretty much what happened. You pretty much take their bench out of it, and you know, you look at the Knicks starting 5, they're all pluses, bro. They're all pluses. So they leaning heavy on their starters, and they doing a great job.
Well, this is the problem, and BP and Joe. If you look at how game one went, you did everything you can. Then you come back game 2, you change the game plan and trying to stop one of the elite scorers in the NBA, and you still lose the game. Hell, not going into game 3, even though it's going to be played at home. What do you do next?
What you do next is just
supposed to
do the
next?
same thing as you did tonight. You
I
got to
would
think
agree.
about it. You got to think about it like real shit though. Like sometimes for some people, bro, like it'd be easier playing at the crib, shooting them wide open trays. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? With your mama there, with you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, your kids, with you know what I'm saying, your grandma there. You know what I'm saying, for to go
yeah,
home tonight, get you some good
yeah,
food, talk about the game a little bit.
yeah.
But when you take your ass on that road and you open
Ooh.
and somebody yelling at you or something, you know what I'm saying? Just the effects. I got to try one more
Yeah.
time. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
always been the NBA. Like
yeah,
that's always been a thing. Like in the playoffs, you got to pick somebody to beat you.
yeah,
I remember in 2022, we picked Grant Williams to beat us. Man hit 9 trays, man.
He did.
Man took 20 of them, man.
Yeah.
So, like, you got to pick somebody to beat you out there, bro. Like, you got to pick somebody to beat you.
Yeah.
I agree with you, BP, because guess what? Joe, you said he had a career high. I'm gonna see if he have another career high.
Yeah, come back again.
Yeah, I'm gonna see, because I know Brunson. Yeah, Brunson had 19. I know Brunson can go get me 30. I know he can get me 40 in a playoff game.
Yeah.
I'm not fooling with him. I'm trapping him. I'm taking the ball out of his hands. I'm gonna see if Josh Hart can do again what he did in game 2.
Yeah.
I just got to. I got no choice. Sometimes, Ocho, we say this all the time. If that guy throw the ball for 300 plus yards from the pocket, and I don't let him get outside and beat him with his leg, I walk to the middle of the field, I shake his hand, and say, "Man, that's a good. Hey, good game. Stay healthy. I'll see you next time around." But I am not gonna let Brunson play one-on-one. They made that mistake in game 1, especially down the stretch. And he goes for 11 straight. He gets for 17 in the fourth quarter in overtime. And now you look at it, well, damn. We down 0-2 when at worst case scenario, we probably should have been 1-1. And now you're like, well, damn, what do we do?
Ain't no cars being played on the plane. Ain't none of that being
home cooking.
Yeah.
Ain't no Blu-ray being played. Ain't no cars being played. Ain't nothing going on. We chilling right now. We thinking about.
See, that's how I think. But see, when you lose, what's the key about? Why we playing cards?
Right.
What are we joking about?
Right.
Ain't nothing going on. You quiet right now. Quiet as a mouse. Just think about game 3. Knowing that you should be 1-1, but you down 0-2.
Yeah. That's
highest plus minus this postseason. Jalen Brunson plus 195, Cap plus 166, OG plus 155. They're cruising. Max Strus has 6 turnovers, 3 buckets, and look, they got James didn't have any turnovers tonight. But Joe, BP, what am I gonna do with 2 assists? What am I gonna do with that? If he's not gonna give me 40 and 2 with 2 assists, what am I gonna do with 18 and 2 assists? What am I supposed to do with that, BP?
Man, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, bro, like for real, bro, like that moment, bro, just be the moment sometimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get in that mode and you know what I'm saying, you're trying to get a basket and you're trying to will your team to a win with the scoring. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes guys get in the modes where like they don't like, you know what I'm saying, make the right play or whatever it is. But to me, in my honest opinion, he was making the right play to Murrow and them. Like they just couldn't hit no shots for real. Like it ain't more so about him like not having an assist or not. He was hitting them. You know what I'm saying? Murrow went like 0 for 8, 0 for 9, 1 for 8 from Tracy or something like that today. Like if Murrow hit a couple of them threes to stop the bleeding and stuff, the game could be a lot different though. Like they had a lot of great open looks that didn't go down. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, scores like they get in that mode of trying to will the game with scoring, but he was still making the right passes to everybody. They weren't knocking him down tonight, bro. It was a little tight.
He helped them out in the Detroit series. Remember he caught fire?
Yeah.
Strus caught fire in game 5.
Yeah, and he
caught fire in game
7.
And so they're like, well, hey, we gonna try to ride this wave again. Come on, bro. Hey, I ain't got. That's all I had in here. I'm done. Don't come back over here. Don't come back to my house and borrow no sugar because I ain't got none.
Listen,
don't do it like that, man.
When the Cavs get home, you know, I expect Strus and Merrill to play a lot better. When I say better, meaning making shots.
Yeah.
But hey, BP, I understand what you're saying about Harden making the right play. But, you know, we so used to him scoring, bro, at will and at ease. And just to me, from my eyes, it just seems a lot harder for him to get by his man and to be able to get to the rack and shoot his floater or get all the way to the bucket. Yeah, we get it from time to time. But for the most part, it's kind of challenging for him. So he passing up, I think, for me, he passing up a lot of attempts or times to be aggressive just to make the right play. And sometimes, bro, as a scorer, one of the best scorers ever played the game, sometimes you kind of got to force the situation a little bit. It just depends on the situation. I appreciate him for not having no damn turnovers. I know he was still a minus 22, but, hell, when the last time he didn't have a turnover, fellas?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. That's a stat right there. That's a stat, man.
Because if you look, I just don't know how many games they're going to win. If they shoot less than 40% from the floor, less than 27% from the 3, and less than 70% from the the free throw line, they was 22 or 32 from the free throw line. And when James Harden, he shot 6 of 15. Donovan shot 8 of 18. I just don't know, and I understand based on what Strus did in Game
It's a
5,
bad
what
matchup
Merrill
for him,
did in Game
man.
7.
Yeah.
I can't rely on that.
It's a bad
My
matchup.
guys have still got to be able to be my guys.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes, man, you know what I'm saying, you just get them bad matchups, bro. Like sometimes you get the wrong matchup. Like the team that was gonna beat the Knicks was Detroit. They had like a great chance of regular season dominating them, things like that. Gave New York trouble all year. I was really rooting for Detroit to, you know what I'm saying, make it to the conference finals.
Man.
I was rooting for them like a mug. You know what I'm saying? Cade made me a fan of them this postseason, bro. A dog for real. But
Yeah. Yeah.
um, I wish they would have made it. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I just think the Cavs got a bad matchup, man. Like this ain't the right team for them to play. Like the Knicks just got their number, bro.
You don't.
Any mistake?
Hey, hold up, BP.
Go ahead, Joe.
You don't think this is a good matchup for him? Look, think about this. When you got Jared Allen, you got Evan Mobley, you got two bigs who can offset Cat, and they both mobile. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like
Yeah, but like,
they ain't like Detroit bigs. Like Duran, pretty much the only guy they had. You had Reed coming off the bench giving you high energy. But I felt
yeah, but
because
like,
of
what are defenders? Like, what are ain't no like you know what I'm saying, Joe? Like on a team trying to win a chip, like you gotta have your bucket getters. You gotta have your big man that's versatile, that can defend the rim, switch a little bit. And you got to have 3 and D guys that can really play defense for real and play
They
and
ain't
guard
got
one
none of
on
that.
one. Like they ain't really got. I don't know nobody that can check Brunson one on one. That's why they trapping him at half court, doubling him and stuff like.
yeah,
And now they
yeah,
get in the pocket like they ain't got nobody that can like check motherfuckers one on one like that's real like respected defenders that ain't getting them ticky fouls like you know what I'm saying. It's different like.
yeah. And I guess that's kind
They
of
ain't
the
got no
difference.
Casey Wallace. They ain't got
Yeah,
no Dylan Harper. They ain't got no Lou Dort. You know what I'm saying?
and
Like
that,
they ain't got
that's
none
the
of them. Like that's the difference on championship teams. Them 6'5" to 6'9" motherfuckers that's agile and mobile. They
yeah,
can switch on get one. Like hey, that what you need. You need one of them
yeah.
6'6" motherfuckers
Yeah.
out there. That's hey, I got him.
They can't get 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Nah, come
All
on,
right,
man.
hey,
I don't like it,
okay,
man.
look, just make. How about this? Let's just make them. Make them run the shot clock down and take a heave. They
Yeah,
get what they want early in the shot clock, late in the shot clock. It doesn't matter. And the difference is, if you go back and study, look at these last games. What caused Detroit, Joe? Turnovers.
yeah,
They still should
Go
have
back and
called that
look. What
foul though,
cost San
man.
Antonio last night, Joe? Turnovers.
yeah.
What's costing the turnover? You turn the ball over, you going home. You
Period
turn the
point.
ball over, you turn
Yeah,
because now
hey,
I don't get a chance to set my defense beat B. They
hey,
scored on my offense because we tried to hustle back and get in position, and we didn't get a chance to set up anything. It's like what we talked about last night, is that you turn the ball over on offense. Well, your offense is not made to play defense. Your defense is made to play defense.
yeah,
Yeah.
And so you do that, it's just like you're going to need, in order for them to win this series, Donovan Mitchell and James Harden are going to need to be special. And
yeah.
the question is, can they be special over the next 5 games if needed?
I think so. I think these guys going back home, like BP say, they getting that home cooking. Hopefully, they understand the moment and what's at stake. First off, hell, you don't want to make it to the conference finals and get swept. I know you. I know they don't want to do that. I think these other guys, Struth, Merle, Schroeder, I think these guys will play better at home. But at the same time, fellas, I agree with y'all saying about the perimeter defense. Detroit got plenty of perimeter defense. It's just hard, man, when you can't leave a guy on the island and be like, hey, bro, you by yourself. We got to get a stop though. You know what I mean? If we got to draw so much damn attention to Brunson, and we know these guys around him shooting a cover off, shooting the blood out the ball, damn, man, how we gonna win? Now, it's me versus you. BP, in the playoffs, we know all y'all plays y'all gonna run. Y'all know all our damn plays. Now it's about who wants it more, bro. That's it. Like
Yeah.
we ain't doing nothing different. Yeah, we might switch up a coverage or two on how we play the pick and roll or how we guard a man, but for the most part, bro, it's will versus will.
Well, hell, based on everything we saw so far from the Cavs, I mean, defensively, you already know what it's going to be. The chance of them even winning at home, being comfortable, like BP say, in front of your grandma, in front of your girl, I mean, it's all about the eye test, huh? And then obviously, Joe, it's all about matchups. Like BP say, this is just a bad matchup for them in
Yeah.
general. And we all said it before the series even started. The Cavs might win one game. And we were right, based on the matchup, based on the teams and understanding what the Cavs have, and then the unsurety of what James Harden we're going to get from night to night. We know what Donovan Mitchell can do. Outside of that, who else? Mobley.
He's too inconsistent.
But who else?
Jared Allen, inconsistent. And
Right.
the thing is, it's not like the Cavs turned the ball up. They only had 8 turnovers. I can live with that. You was plus 14 at the free throw line, but at some point in time, you got to put the ball in the hoop. You got your stars, at some point in time, BP and guys, they got to align. It's really that simple. If you think you're going to win a series with just role players, yes, everybody doesn't have a bench like San Antonio. Everybody doesn't have a bench like OKC. We get it. But when their stars need to shine, they shine.
Yeah.
Wemby showed up in game 1. Castle showed up in game 1. Guys showed up. Shea, look at what Shea did last night. Shea showed up. He had to. Yeah, they got production off the bench, but Shea needed to be Shea. Shea couldn't play like he had been playing against the Lakers. They'd have gotten blown out. So he needed to show up. James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, they need to show up. And the supporting cast need to do some supporting. But hell, it looked like they're trying to get the supporting cast to do the heavy lifting.
Hey, they need Evan Mobley to play a lot bigger. Listen, he can't take 8 shots, fellas. I'm sorry. You know, that hot-ass start he got off to a hot start. Hell,
I'm taking 18
points quick.
He hit, it's like, what, first 4 possessions, he had 2 threes?
Yeah, so I'm
cooking. I'm cooking.
Yeah, you played 36 minutes with 14 points. We need more than that. I'm sorry, man. We got to have this one. You know what I mean? We squandered away a game. I think James played well enough for you to win. Donovan played well enough for you to win. They had 1 turnover between both of them. You need somebody else. If them others can't step up, because I look at Evan Mobley as like the 3rd star, fellas. Like if you look in this postseason, you look at the games where he's been effective and he's played great, even in the Toronto series. Like when he had one of them big games, them 24, 25 points, 12, 14 rebounds. If he can have those type of games, that's the only way I feel like they can really prevail, because outside Donovan and James Harden giving you every damn thing they got. And I just think you need somebody else to come along, whether it's Strus, Merle, but at home, bro, if you can find a way to win game 3 and continue that momentum and make it go back to New York tied up, I think momentum can carry him in game 5. And that's just wishful thinking.
They got to get out to a good start, though, bro. Like, they got to get out to a good start. Like, going into game 3, like, if I'm them, like, I'm drawing up my first play for Mobley, getting them going early, like you said, draw my first play up for Mobley, win the till, draw the first play up, get them an early one, easy one, get the crowd involved, and you know what I'm saying, try to get out to a good start. One thing you don't want to do in game 3, especially at home, get out to a bad start, and then you fight, you know what I'm saying, fighting from behind, crowd out of it, you know what I'm saying, you still want to keep that playoff atmosphere, so they got to get out to a good start in game 3. If not, it can get real tricky real fast.
Did you guys notice, because the broadcast said looked like Mitchell was dragging his leg and said he didn't look explosive tonight.
He dealing with something, huh? Dealing with a little injury or something?
Everybody is, man. Everybody got a little something around this time. For real, you know how that go. Everybody got a little bumps and bruises, a little twisted ankle or something. Everybody hiding a little something, man. It's May, man. Everybody trying to get to June, man. It's tough. Everybody body's beat up, so
yeah.
I feel it. But he gonna be out there. He gonna be out there on Saturday for sure. He ain't ducking no smoke.
And plus, we talk about Harden today. You got to realize when Harden was at his apex, Harden was 27.
Yeah,
he was just entering into his prime. Harden 36. He ain't getting by people with the ease that he once did. That just happened. That's called age.
Yeah,
you can still be a great player and as while you age, but you don't have the same level of explosiveness. And because it's not like he was an elevator. So now he starts to slow down. That dribble, the people sitting on that thing, with 2 dribbles, James Harden was at the rim in the lane, guys.
Yeah. Oh man, with 2 dribbles, he was stepping back to California. That man all the way back there somewhere, boy.
So he
Yeah,
shooting
hey,
three from White Plains.
man,
in
all the way in the
Ithaca.
paint, boy. Twing, step back, all the way California, boy.
Yeah, hey,
Hey,
and that's when you know he was cooking. When he get that little to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
side, oh man, you cooking.
yeah, yeah.
And then he fake you up. He fake like he gonna shoot it. You go up and down. He keep the dribble alive. He in the lane with the flow game. You're like, oh my goodness, that guy. But you know this, guys. BP, you played this game a long time. Joe, you know you played this game. Ocho, you and I played the game of football. As you start to age, you just can't sum it up as well as you could when you were younger. You can't have those games back to back to back to back to back to back to back. When you were young, you were in your 20s. You know, we was in our 20s, we all, get up free, we go back to back.
Yeah.
Come on back on here. You get that. Man, look here. Hey, guys, as we start to age, I ain't got nothing but a spade hand. I got two of the possible, but it's spread out over 24 hours. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Ain't no back to backs.
Hey, you right. You're right. It's hard. As you age, as you get older,